Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of the Beaumont Weekly. In this episode, it's up for 155, it's a good location. Lovely open plan bathroom, just straight in, splash about. We've basically got an order book that's crazy, so we want to find as many properties like this as we can. So if you don't know who we are Beaumont & Partners, property developers. We do projects like this, we do smaller projects, we do lots and lots of projects. Every week we show what it's like to run this kind of business, warts and all, so subscribe. And we're here. That property, I've never been on this road before, which is saying something because we've got like 20, 30 HMOs in this town. And that there is a nice, big, girthy terrace, which we should be able to turn into a 6-bed HMO. There's the agent looking for us. Hello, here we are, we're coming. I'm here with Sam Watt.
Hello, hello.
How many properties you secured this week?
4, 5. I've lost count, to be honest with you.
There you go, that's what we like. Activity, mate. We are absolutely flying at the moment. Our order book is nuts, absolutely nuts, which is great. The business is at a point now where we have basically unlimited investment capital. For anyone out there who gets confused about what we do, some projects you'll see are our projects, our own personal projects. Some are joint ventures, where it's us and very close joint venture partners that we've known for many years. We don't open that book up really anymore. And most of it is clients' projects where we don't own the asset, but we are the developer. So they are our sites. We have the duty to deliver them. They are our developments, but they're owned by the vendor. I think some people struggle to get their head around that because I see people in comments going, yeah, but they're not all your properties. I'm like, so? That's like saying to a car manufacturer, they're not all your cars. It's like, yeah, but you're the manufacturer, you're making the cars. We're making the properties, we're making the investments. We are the developer. That's why there are sites, but owned mostly by investors, which is a part of our model. It's a service model for investors so they can tap into good yields and strong assets without needing to have all the domain expertise and build out the teams and infrastructure you need to deliver them. That's what we do. This is a 6-bedder, we believe. Let's have a look. Here's what we'll do. Jay, remember that clip that I showed to Sammy? Let's compare them side by side and see who's worse then. You guys, give us a score in the comments.
Matt walked in front of the car. I was going, oh, you stood there like that. I'm like, well, get out. It's Matt's fault.
Hello, yes, we are.
We'll have to go around the back.
What's that?
Random sale.
Ooh. Just got memos of sale through. That's another property secured. Let's go. Brothers at work, brothers on the hustle. And Sean's at home at the moment.
Doing nothing.
No, he's working away, he's getting the next deals lined up, the next viewing's booked in. Danny as well, he's been working. I think I've told you about Danny. Danny joined the business. He's been hustling away this week as well, getting a load of viewings booked in, negotiating with agents.
He is on holiday at the moment though, but we'll let him off.
Shameful.
Benidorm,
Benidorm, he's not in contract yet, we're not paying him shit, but he's still gone to Benidorm.
How dare he?
How dare he? Where's your work ethic, Danny? We've basically got an order book that's crazy, so we want to find as many properties like this as we can. It's suspended for. Funny, I've never seen that arrangement on the front where it's lifted this high.
Yeah, too many of us go back.
Oh, this is decent. This is always nice when you've got the offshot extension with a good girth on it. Like, look at that, Sammy. Do a little lie down for perspective.
That is your bed, right there, and you lie and sleep like that as well.
Doesn't he look stupid? It's true though. Usually these offshots, you'll lie down, you're basically touching it with your fingertips, which just means bed going in 2 meters is about your fingertip, but it's a little bit lower. Then you can't get around your bed. Furniture arrangement's annoying. But this is banging, as Sammy's wonderfully demonstrated. We might struggle removing this breast if it's shared party. Sometimes it's not that worth it in the offshots, but this can come out. We've already got the ensuite infrastructure here. So what we'll probably do here is pull this whole bedroom back to here. Rekite the stairs because we've got enough landing to work with. Bedroom ensuite. Hey Bresto, how big is that? Oh yeah, it's got a bath in it. Probably just then have it as this little corner here instead and put that window back in there. That would be massive. So 1 big one, 2 big ones downstairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They must have galley bracketed it, I reckon, because the width doesn't seem right, does it?
But then this would be further because it's just a corridor there, isn't it?
Well, this wall's not that wall.
Yeah, exactly.
This wall would be like here, wouldn't it? Downstairs. That's big, mate. There's a lot of landing. This is perfect. Easy 6-bed. 2 downstairs in the reception rooms. Knock all that through, rekite the stairs. That's a big bedroom ensuite. This is a big bedroom ensuite. But what we'll do is have this as a little lobby. Little lobby here, like that. Ensuite there, and then that's your bedroom, breast out. And then doorway through here into that bedroom because all this landing area here can go back to this bedroom. And then this can come over a little bit up to the reveal on that window. And then you get a nice big bedroom here as well. Don't need to touch the loft on this. And we could and probably get a 7, 8 bed, but planning risk, not worth it. Yeah, 6-bed, nice and easy. We are at the next viewing. Halfway down that road, metro station, amenities on these roads here, convenience stores there, town centre's just there, ideal location. And that is the property we're looking at. Ooh, like a Roman cathedral in here, look at this. The nudity, love it. Just get the cobwebs off it. Look, what lovely features. We'll keep all these features. Oh, look at this lead-lined, like single glazed stained glass. So this property is currently, it's being used as Airbnb. So each room has already been converted with ensuite. So it's got the infrastructure and it's large enough to be a 6-bed without having to mess about with it too much. Don't look in room 1 or 2. Okay. So yeah, we're thinking, keep this kitchen diner. It's got a kitchen and lounge already, and they're running the whole thing as an Airbnb, but per room. But it means it's got the ensuite infrastructure in it, which is great. Boiler's no good though, need a better boiler. New worktop, new electric cooker, new extractor. This is a funky thing, isn't it? Oh, what a funky little gizmo. I mean, new doors and end panels really. It's just a bit, bit of mould coming through, a bit of damp. Yeah. So this is a room. On the plans, this is missing off the detail. Agents' plans, never trust them, they're always shit. This is big, so we can take all this, gut all this out. Bedroom, definitely, maybe even an ensuite in here. Might just work. We might create a bit of a box room. But yeah, if we kind of chamfer it off there, like give it a bit of a angle, door there, possibly, maybe. But we don't need to because we can put the off-suite on the landing or elsewhere. It's a big property. I mean, look, it's a functional ensuite. Might as well keep the infrastructure here, just maybe some new sanitary, new toilets certainly. But bedroom's massive, isn't it? 2 beds. Airbnb, it's all about beds and heads, isn't it? Oh, lovely open plan bathroom. That's what we like to see. So open plan, doesn't even have a door on it. You just go straight in and splash about.
I like that there's no actual shower in there.
There's no shower either. Because you use the sink water, you just got to flick it over. It's like, yeah, get me wet. Not functional, but it's a room. It is a room. What we do here is we pull all this back to that bedroom, get the ensuite on the landing, knock through there, lobby into that room, move that doorway probably. Actually, I'd probably pull that back for that room. And then this will become quite long here then, and then go in there into that bedroom. This becomes a lobby. That remains the bedroom, still perfectly good size. This is 2 zip beds together, so that would be like probably 2/3 the size. They could still have all their storage behind here, desk there. So you get 2 downstairs already, 3rd over there, which we knock that about, 4th here, 5th, 6th. This is basically the same layout. We'll get 6 without needing to do any structural work. Don't need to go into the loft or anything like that. We can keep a lot of the existing communal features. We are gonna have to tear up quite a bit of the bedrooms because they're just not nice. There's a stink in them as well. Ensuite, this is a better ensuite, bit bigger. That's only an 8x8 shower tray though. We like to go for 9x9s as a minimum. Yeah, 6-bed HMO. A lot of the infrastructure's here already. We don't need to do new drainage other than for this one ensuite that go here, and then just knock about this area and that area in there, and that's it. This is an interesting one because the cost of the refurb will be quite a lot lower than they usually would be because of the infrastructure already being here. Assuming it's somewhat fire compliant. I mean, are these going to be hour rated? I don't know, 1 for Kane. But we'll make some assumptions here on the feasibility. It's auction. It's up for 155, but it's a good location. So we're probably looking at a refurb here, probably around 100 grand, assuming we're gonna have to upgrade the electrics, the heating system, stuff like that, which just ends up knocking about most of this lovely cosmetics we can see. But we'll keep our naked lady. She can stay.
What about that one?
That's a bloke.
What about the glass?
Yeah, we'll keep that. That's nice. Shining down on the nude bloke. The nude bloke. So you may remember this site. Let me show you the progress. I've not seen the progress myself, so I'm learning as you learn. But the decking is in. Look at that decking. Full confession, the client actually did the decking in the end. I think it just worked out better for them to do it instead of our price. Looks flush, looks nice. Reason being is they needed a straight, flat surface from where the car would drop the tenant off to them getting to the door. So remember I was speaking about the assisted living? Well, this is an example of the assisted living. So they've rested timbers just onto the bare floor, and and I've checked underneath as well. It's the same throughout. That's just gonna rot. Like, this decking won't last. And then also, there's a manhole drain under here, and there's no access. Needs to be access. But it's fine. Like, it does the job, but it will rot away, which isn't good. But that is what happens if someone tries to, save the money on it, and then you end up doing it twice. But I'll make sure to go back to the client on that just so he's aware of what needs to be done. Get a lot of our first fix it. So again, this is an example of, this is a real refurb job, I say real as in it's just more intensive, like back to brick in areas and full M&E overhaul. Got our first fixes not in here, because this is going to be a bathroom to be fair. So we need to move our wastes over because the main drain's out the back there in that corner. With our toilet there, bath's got to be in the middle because for this tenant that's going to live in here, she's going to need help in and out the bath. These are the kind of details and things we need to think about on these sites, and also things like blinds embedded into the windows, no sharp edges or corners, no dado rails. We might need to pad some of the bathroom as well to cater for this type of tenant profile. Interesting learning lessons for us. So I've sorted the gas out. So it was this old gas pipe, which is somewhere, I saw it somewhere. Yeah, I think it's that there. The old lead pipes, so we had to pull them out. Fortunately, that wasn't at our cost because it was coming to the meter. So the energy grid comes out and does that. Okay, through here. So we've not pulled this out yet, but this is coming out. got some of our first fixes in there because we're going to stick the kitchen this side to make life easier. We need to pull out this old fireplace. So Lecky's done most air work in here, pulled off most of the skirts and joinery. And you can see what happens. Again, obviously I've spoken in the vlog before about trying to salvage things in these properties. But look at this, this is a good example. When you're chasing in new sockets, if you're trying to retain wallpaper, well, you've got to patch back in that work. And then you can end up with patchy wallpaper properties. And then you end up with those kind of lower bits for the plug sockets that need to be about 450 off floor level. Yeah, these little silly things that you wouldn't really think about unless you're in the trade and you're dealing with this sort of stuff. This is going to be another kitchen we're putting here for the live-in care, because it's like an apartment upstairs for the carers and then an apartment downstairs on the ground floor for the tenant. So kitchen will go there. Again, all first fix needs to be done. We just paid for some scaffolding to come around here so we can do this bay properly, because you really need access from the outside for this. The sill's rotted out as well, so I think we have to replace that sill. Yeah, it's a shame to lose these like lovely stained glass little windows, but I'm gonna have to because that whole unit's coming out. But other than that, it's good. First fix, plumbing, waiting on, but first fix electric's good. It needs to be more of a strip out in here of the wallpaper and other bits and bobs. But until we've got that confirmation from the NHS, it doesn't make sense to keep steaming ahead on the finishing details. And this is the model we're thinking of scaling out alongside the HMOs. Give us good diversification, still really good yields. Well, really good yields on these because the capex is still nowhere near as high as a HMO, but we're still getting the uplift we need. The mortgages are slightly different when it's in care. You might not get as high valuations. They'll be slightly higher than local bricks and mortar because there's a consideration for the lease if it's a commercial mortgage, but the rate might be slightly higher. But the rent is like 4 times what you could get as a buy-to-let. So it might mean parking a bit more money, but a better yield on the money parked in, which is ultimately what we're here to do for investors, is to get them yield. It's like moving money from your bank account into your housing account, which is going to attract a much better return on capital than a bank account. Bank account, you just lose money. Even if you're in a high interest rate account, if you're not beating inflation, you're losing money. And inflation, let's call it, it's 10% at least a year. And asset price inflation's higher. So interesting.
Big news, massive news. I quit vaping. I know, I've quit vaping, guys.
Again?
Yeah, I've quit vaping again. I've been vaping for like 7 years. Never meant to actually do it. This is absolute bollocks for any of you watching this, but it's just some advice. If you are stuck on the vapes, try snus. Now, I'm not advocating for nicotine or snus, but I'm just saying it helped me finally get off the vapes. And I feel way better for it. That's all I really had to say. Just finished monthly staff meeting, which is great. Team's building, operations are going exactly how we want them to at the moment, which is saying something, because it's been years of battles to get to a point where everything's predictable and systemized. And we're doing a lot of software development at the moment to build our own client portal and our own system, which will add a lot of value for clients, reduce comms for us operationally, and just make life a lot easier. So that's what we're working on at the moment. A lot of work in the background. I'm just on my laptop most days, so nothing that exciting to film. But me and Jay are going to do a session on the road tomorrow, show you the update for Buzz's Bar.
Yeah, boy.
Bigger projects we've got on the go. So enjoy. If you like this content, subscribe, try the snus, don't vape, save yourself.